Okay, so we're here in FreeCodeCamp, the basic algorithm section, and we're looking at how to reverse a string. And for this problem, we're going to need the prototype property. And what the prototype property basically does is it lets you add new properties and methods to existing object types. For example, string right here. Or the array object, like these two right here. So I'm going to go over each of the three, showing you what it does, and then I'll show you the end result with all three joined together. So let's start off with the split. So we're just going to type down splits, and you don't have to type down the prototype part. And then parentheses, and what are we going to want to split it by? We're going to want to split it by each letter. So we're going to have an empty string. And if we were to run the tests, then we would get each letter as its own value in the array. But what if we wanted to separate it by a space? Well, we would get dev material because there's no space in dev material right here. But what if we did add a space between dev and material? Well, we would get dev and material. What if we wanted to add an A? What if we wanted to split it by A? Well, we would get, oh wait, hold on, let me remove that space. We would get dev material, and how that works is it goes like it's going to run through the string until it sees an A, and then it's going to take away that A, and then it's going to put the devim there. And then after the A, it's going to go through tiri, and then see that A, removes that A, then put that tiri in the array. And then after A, it's going to take L, put that L on there. That's pretty much how that's going to work. So let's go back to the empty array because, well, the empty string I mean, because that's what we're going to need. And then let's go over to reverse. So we're going to type down reverse. And what reverse pretty much does is it takes every value in that array and then it just flips it over. It reverses it. So pretty straightforward. If we run the tests, then we would get everything reversed. L-A-I-R-E-T-A-M instead of D-E-V-M-E-T-R. You know, you get it. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's go over to join. So if we were to say join in the parentheses, what are we going to join it by? We are going to want to join it by each letter or each value in this case. So if we would put, no, we're going to want to join it by each letter. So if we would put the empty string then and run the tests, then we would get our results. But let's dive a little bit deeper into join. So join is basically just like split, except of course you're joining the letters back together. And as the same thing with split, if you put with join, if you put a space, then it will, like after each letter, it will follow up with a space until you get to the end. If you add a dash, then it'll follow everything up with a dash. If you add dev material rocks, then you would get this glob of atrociousness. So you see the L right here, then you get dev material rocks. And then you see the A right here, and then you get dev material rocks. And then you see the I right here, you get the dev material rocks. So you get the gist of it. So let's go back to our the empty string, and then our solution, our check mark. So that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you in the next. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, consider subscribing, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll have it in the link below. Thanks.